Okay.
Okay.
I accepted you. We're here.
Okay. Stand by. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Turn down my volume.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Making it closer. So annoying. That's a little bit better. Yeah. There you go.
All right, Christine.
That'll do. That'll do.
And that'll do. We're here. We're
Yes.
doing it and we're live. I'm very tired, but we're still doing it. And my microphone stand is falling apart. Ladies and gentlemen, we're holding it together here at the Get Reelisms podcast. We're here for another episode of the Get Reelisms podcast, episode 183. My name is Adam Chase Rennie.
And I am Christine Chen.
Wow, look at us, ladies and gentlemen. They said we wouldn't be back, Christine. They said that.
Who said that?
Everyone.
Oh.
Everyone. Everyone. Our mamas, our papas, everyone. Our grandmas, our grandpas. They all said
No.
the Get Reelisms not coming back. They're not coming
That's not
back.
true. We're always
I-
here. We're
that's-
consistent.
It's the word on the street.
Consistency is key. We may not come back for like a few months, but then we're always back.
And we're always consistent with at least uploading on YouTube, right?
Yes.
For
Yes. Yeah.
episodes, new episodes coming out.
Yeah, we always here every other week on YouTube and on Spotify consistently.
Every
Yeah.
other week, you can always expect the Get
Mhm.
Realisms episode.
Yes, every
No
other
matter
week.
what.
No matter what.
Our live streams are inconsistent a little bit, but that's part of the charm.
Yes.
It's part of the charm of Get Realisms.
Yes.
We work
have
in the
to,
industry.
Yeah, we work in the industry, so we have to front load it. So our live streams, basically what we do is we have to when we're not working, we have to record a lot. We have to basically record as much as we possibly can and then parse it out and release it as we are able to. Because both Adam and I work in the industry, and that's just how the film life goes. Sometimes we're like, oh shit, we have to take every single job possible.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like there are no jobs at all.
Yep. Exactly.
Right now I'm in a oh shit, there are so many. Well, are you in that? I'm in the oh crap, I'm working so much right now.
No, I'm the opposite. I'm
Oh.
the oh crap. What's gonna happen next month? Luckily, I will say, I do have a few gigs lined up to this month. So that is great. But I gotta be honest with you, Christine, this year has been real tough. It's been real tough. Now, it could just be my department, set deck, in the art department. It could be, they don't want a subpar set deck in Austin. That could also very well be true. But yeah, it's been very few in between with some PA gigs to keep the lights on in between.
No, I think that's just in general. I think the whole industry has suffered in general, and for a while I feel like it's really in the past few months that I've felt here that the film industry has slowly come back a little bit.
Yeah.
But it has been very difficult in the last few years in the film industry. So
absolutely,
I really hope that work comes back more and more, especially since there's been a push in many cities to bring work back here in the States from abroad. So we'll see. I hope.
I mean, no, I think because I've hear some friends of mine are picking up on some gigs as well, so it's not like nothing is happening, right? Which is cool. It's still disheartening, because it's not enough people really working. However, I think for what it's worth, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to be positive about the whole situation. Because it's tough. It is really, really tough because I mean, even with the strikes, um, and COVID, you know, all in a 5 year span, you know, it just really, I don't know, it just really fucking put a huge dent into the industry that I certainly didn't expect for
Nobody
sure.
did. Nobody did. And then it was really weird because then during COVID, then there was this whole rise in, I think a lot of people worked a lot during COVID
Yeah.
randomly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then it was this whole like, oh my God, we're working so much during COVID. And then I think a lot of people expected to work more after COVID. And then it was this whole crash after COVID.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of studios overcompensated, overestimated how much they would be, that there would be demand after COVID, I guess.
Yeah.
So they overhired during COVID or something like that, is my understanding. So, but hopefully it's going to come back slowly, and it has a little bit, at least it feels like
Oh
it
yeah.
here.
No,
So,
it's certainly, yeah, it's certainly like every so often there would be an influx of people I would see, you know, are working, or I would get a few gigs here and there.
mhm.
Um, you know, especially the PA gigs.
Yeah, speaking
I'm
of
definitely
gigs, you mentioned that you had some gig challenge your what was sanity or your
it challenged my will. It
uh-huh.
challenged my will to even keep going in the film
Okay.
industry, ladies and gentlemen.
Explain.
Um, so I want to preface by telling sharing some of my some vulnerable things about me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay,
Mm,
we're gonna get a little vulnerable. Um, I am a very sensitive boy. I am a
mhm,
toddler. I do wear my heart on my sleeves from time to time, and I because all I want to do is pride myself in doing the best job that I can possibly do, and I only want to keep doing my best, and I always want to keep the vibe on a set like totally chill. That being said, I worked on a shoot. I'm not gonna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make up names, uh, and I'm gonna not
yes.
mention the
Yeah, like
company.
don't throw, we don't like throwing people under the bus. So
We're
yeah.
not, because these are people who I am. You know, listen. It might have been their weaker moments too. I don't know them, and I don't feel comfortable putting them on blast, all these guys. So I was on the shoot. It was a company commercial, right? And I
Mhm.
was the only one in art department, the sole proprietor of art department, which I am not used to. I don't like being the only one in our department at all. It sucks. Christine has witnessed this with a short that Peyton did a
Mm,
long time ago,
mhm.
that Christine did, I think, like BTS on, right? Or like
Yes.
yeah,
What was I doing on that? I don't even remember anymore. Yeah, maybe it was behind the scenes, or was I
I
ADing? I don't remember.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Um but no, we there was a first AD. I honestly don't even remember what you
Yeah.
did. But anyway, so I was on this shoot, and this was, I would say, one of the bigger commercial shoots that I've done as like sole art department, as like the
Mhm.
department head. This was the biggest one. And this was a company that is a chain
Mhm.
that has a lot of stores,
Mhm.
and we shot a commercial spot in
Mhm.
said store. And how how I usually work in these circumstances is that sometimes, like, when you're on a shoot, there's a shot list, there's a whole schedule, and yada yada, right? With this, it was only storyboards. We only
Mhm.
go based off of what storyboards were. So we had these storyboards, and I was given these storyboards, granted, like 48 hours before the shoot. So I had really I didn't have a lot of, like, information on this shoot at all. So when I entered this shoot,
Mhm.
I was already like locked in to do what I'm supposed to do.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, we're diverging completely away from the boards.
Okay.
We are diverging completely away from the boards. So I'm in the dark. And I have to chase after the director I'm not lying, Christine, 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
To ask him questions.
Okay.
Nothing but questions. What are we seeing? What's the world? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, or
Mm-hmm.
where are you? Where's the frame? It was always, where's the frame? Where's the frame? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the frame?
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh-huh.
so I was like stressing out, right?
Yes.
And usually when I'm in those situations, I'm very hyper aware of myself, and
Uh-huh.
I like to keep the vibe just like cool because there were
Chill.
clients.
Right.
There were
Yeah.
clients on the set too.
Yes.
So I wanted to make sure like, hey, we're all having fun, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great time.
Nobody stress out.
I
These are
did
just common
shit my pants
questions.
twice on the way
Uh-huh.
here, but it's
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yes.
We are good, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I was on this shoot, diverged away from these from the storyboards,
Mm-hmm.
and I barely made it by the skin of my teeth.
Okay.
But we got it done. Okay,
Okay.
great. We move on to the next shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this next shot is not only not part of the storyboards, but it's in a completely different part of the store that
Oh.
is impossible to set dress. Let's just say
Uh-oh.
it's
Why?
just, huh?
What? How? What do you mean by impossible to set dress?
It was impossible because there was marketing everywhere. There was a bunch of like branded stuff, like
Oh.
from like Marvel to
Oh. So it was stuff that you
Disney,
can't show because you'd get sued.
and it's impossible for me to Greek,
Got
meaning
it.
like cover it up to not show the logo.
Okay.
It was impossible. There
Okay.
was
It
no
was
way.
just way too many things
There
that
was
you
way too many
could.
variables going on,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So when there's way too many variables, it makes my job impossible. So we figured out that like, oh, we're just going to be shooting it in this angle specifically,
Mm-hmm.
and you just have to dress all of this like and all this in frame. Mind you, I didn't see the frame
Mm-hmm.
until half an hour before picture was up. Like
Mm-hmm.
before they were actually starting to roll. Like I had only a few minutes, really.
But if you wouldn't mind me interrupting, in
Sure.
that case, like, is it your fault though? Because the director chose that frame, so they are aware that they are the one that chose that. So the
Yes.
client is the one that sees that the director chose that.
Right.
So
But even oh, and that's the other thing. The clients weren't like they didn't even know their own storyboards
right.
at a certain point. They were just like, "Oh, we were going to shoot this. Well, I really wanted another thing, and we said this was going to be in the storyboards. We thought it was going to be this thing in the storyboards, but it's not in the storyboards." So and there was a conflict of interest there as well.
Mhm.
So eventually we all like they chose a frame and they went with what was best. But the problem was that there was no time for me to, you know, like actually set dress what I'm actually supposed to do because they didn't choose that frame until way later
Right.
than what we are supposed to.
Right. But they can see that that is not your problem though.
They can see that. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope so.
Right. So, like, they can see, like, oh, now we see all this stuff that is clearly, for a legal standpoint, a
Yeah.
problem.
Mhm.
So we have to give the you can only work so fast. So
Yeah, and we had a way to like, spin some of the marketing and some of the promos around
around,
so
right,
that we can cover it and move some of the fixtures to,
right.
you know, show it.
Blur it
Yeah.
or obscure
And
it
I
just a little bit.
and
Yeah,
the director came up with those suggestions, the clients came up with those suggestions, and
sure.
I even chimed in a little bit, but I
Right.
mostly just agreed. I was like, "Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Perfect." I was kind of robotic with this
Sure.
with this shoot. It was almost like retail Adam kind of came out where I was
Okay.
just like being customer service. I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. Let's do
Yeah.
this." And then there would be certain points in the shoot where I would see the director essentially ask for something
Uh-huh.
and then would tell me that it's not the right thing right when I'm trying to set it all up, even though I got confirmation. So basically, like, he would be like, I see this, I want this set dress, this frame, I want
Okay.
this set dress with these specific things, right?
Okay.
And I go,
Mhm.
got it. I'm going to run it. I'm going to grab it. So I grab those specific things, set it
Uh-huh.
up, and he goes, oh, I didn't ask for this.
Oh,
I didn't ask for this. I actually didn't want this. And I
great.
was like, oh, okay. I thought, okay, sure, yeah, no worries, no problem, And I was just confused by this entire situation. And mind you, I worked with this person before, you know.
Okay.
So, and this person, gets spacey. Let's just say they get
Okay.
spacey. They get a little all over the place. Things are kind of bouncing all over the place. And he usually works with no first AD that can, structure this
Mm,
in a way.
mhm, mhm,
We finally brought in someone who helped tremendously, like at least like push the schedule along. Not so
mhm.
much first AD, but really just check in with the department and then go, okay, are we ready? Okay, let's go. Like it was almost like giving out suggestions
Mm,
in a way.
yes.
So in order for this director to still be in control, right? So
Yes.
we move on with our day, and this is the point where this really rattled my brain.
Okay.
This shook me to my core.
Okay.
We were changed locations. We moved locations, and we had our lunch,
Mhm,
and we were trying to get our frame. And our frame was specifically in an exterior pointing towards a front door of a house,
mhm,
and there are windows on the right side of the frame,
mhm,
but the frame is more focused on the door, whereas I don't see that, like, those windows in the frame, like,
mhm.
at all. But this director was insistent that we need to cover those windows with drapes and all sorts
Mm,
of stuff, and
okay.
also fly out uh, a a Christmas tree that was hanging by the window, which
Mhm.
again was like, okay, but are we seeing the
Seeing that.
windows in the
Right.
frame? And
Right.
he kept saying yes.
Mhm.
So I was kind of stuck with a rock and a hard place. And then the windows reflected the prop truck, which is a U-Haul truck. And the windows was reflecting it, so they can see the prop truck. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, the director said, hey, we got to move that prop truck. And I
Yes.
said, oh, okay, now? And he said, he
Yeah.
looked down, and he looked up, and he was like, can I talk to you in the back of the truck for a second? And
Oh,
then so I was like, okay. And so I went to the back of the prop truck, and he was like, I need you to stop fucking around and embarrassing me in front of these clients.
wow.
I need this right now, and all you have been doing is being passive aggressive, testy, and completely short with me. And I
Wow.
do not like it. And I said, hold on, and mind you, I am taken aback. I am
Yes.
like, my call time was 6 a.m. and I was up at like 4.
Right.
So I'm like, wait, whoa, what?
You're like, hold up, dude.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yes.
So I was like, hey man, like, what's up? Like, what do you like? I'm sorry. Did I do something specifically? And they go, you didn't do, you just went like this. That face specifically. And I'm making a me face, like a
Mhm.
pissed off face.
Mhm.
Christine, I'm not a perfect guy.
Mhm.
I'm not. And I don't know, sometimes, like, I grew up with an immigrant dad.
Mhm.
My dad is he has tone issues. I have
Mhm.
tone issues.
Mhm.
But I always try to watch how I respond,
Mhm.
especially in front of clients.
Mm.
Because I've been called out when I was a PA, when I did a commercial long time ago. This was my first commercial as a PA. And I got called out from the first AD because I was cursing in front of the clients. I was like, oh shit. Like I said that. And the AD pulled me to the side and was like, hey man, like I'm just letting you know, I don't care what you do, but please don't curse in front of the clients. Like that, like don't you shouldn't do that. That's not a good habit to be in. Where we got to treat this as a professional set, like completely. And I agreed. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know, this, on the other hand, was one of those situations where, Christine, I shit you not, I was replaying this the entire day, like over and over and over and over again, like at least 25 times, just replaying the day. And I carried on through my day, and I didn't know how to approach any of the situation. Like I didn't know how to talk to the director. I didn't know how to approach the director. I didn't know what questions I should be asking. And am I overstepping my boundaries? Did I mess up? Like, should I apologize? I need to apologize. You know, like it was these things just swimming in my head. And it was like one of those situations where I'm like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this, like at all. Like, because if I cannot be able to communicate in the way that I do,
right,
when I watch everything that I say, then I don't know how I can work with anybody if that is the case. Because I don't see myself as someone who's passive aggressive.
right,
Like passive aggressive, like that's such a weird like that's such a wrong and weird thing to describe me as.
right. You know what? I think this is a good lesson in just not all sets are going to be made for every single person.
No.
And I think set culture is a thing. And I
Yes.
think in general managing emotions and stuff on set is the hardest part, I think, of our job.
Sure.
But in the end, I do think there are just going to be certain sets that work for us and certain sets that just don't. And I don't think I think sometimes you can't overanalyze things. I think in the end, if you think that you did the best that you can in the situation that was dealt for you, that is all you can do. And as long as you feel like you behaved, if you strongly believe that you behaved in the most professional way that you could have, then I don't think you have anything to to do or think because
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
So because what it sounds like in this case is a director that didn't know what they wanted, and because they didn't know what they wanted, or a director and a client that didn't know what they wanted, that it fell onto their crew, and
Yeah.
the crew suffered because of that.
Yeah.
And that happens, unfortunately, a lot. And sadly, the people in the positions of power are the ones that often do not have the ability to see beyond themselves to do the most improvement.
Well,
Um,
how do you not know that though? That's what I wonder, is that like, listen, like nobody told you like, hey man, get it together? Like what?
I think the reason for it is because they're so used to having people do the stuff for them that they don't
Yes.
realize that it is them that is causing the problems.
Right.
And they need somebody above them that tells them that. Uh, and
I'm that way though.
you
That's the
need,
thing.
yeah,
I'm
you
I'm
go
not a
ahead.
department head. I can't. It's just like
Right,
department head. I just can't be a. I can't be an art director, and I
right,
certainly can't be a PD.
right,
I just like set deck is when I'm working art department. Set deck is the easiest, most greatest thing I can have control over.
right.
You know.
Yeah, it's in the moment. It's very hard a lot of times to see beyond what you're doing in them in there, and you need somebody who's neutral and observing to be able to make those
Totally.
observations.
Yeah.
And so that is the issue, is that when you're in the moment, a lot of times people don't realize that that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So it takes maybe the producer, or it takes the UPM, the line producer, somebody that isn't in doing the work in that moment to make those observations, that can be like, "Hey, man, you're the one who's doing that," or, "Hey, you should not do this," or like your production designer to bring those issues up. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard. I had a similar experience on my set where, to be fair, I don't think the director or the director photographer in the moment un could tell that that was what they were doing, you know? And it took the producers later on, when there wasn't stress and there wasn't
Hmm.
time, to talk to the director and the DP to make them realize that these were the issues happening on set, for them to think outside and be like, "Oh shit, like we're the problem, or these are the things we
Right.
can improve on for things to turn around." And so sometimes that's what it takes, but like when you're in the moment and around clients, you don't have that opportunity to do that, right? And so that's where you are faced with in
Yeah.
that, and sadly in that moment. And so, yeah, there's no right or wrong answer, and unfortunately, you are on the lowest part of the totem pole on that set, and all
Yeah.
you can do is, like, suck it up and be like, "Okay." It's kinda like,
Yeah.
what's the battle you wanna fight at that point, you know?
But
Yeah.
it also fundamentally changed my relationship with that person because
Yeah.
I've worked with that director before and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I see you differently." Like
Yes.
this is heartbreaking because like I've
Yes.
worked with this person before and I've maintained Christine, I maintained the exact same posture, same
Yes.
attitude, same stress, same everything
Yes. It's
in the
very
previous shoots.
frustrating. Yeah.
And then he just
You feel like you
exploded.
got thrown under the bus. I get it. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I understand, because you're like, "Wow, like, I have your back, and you literally don't have mine." I
Yeah.
get that. Yeah. I get that. I literally feel this because I had the same thing, and the only way that you can move beyond this is you either have this conversation with production, your superior, so your PD,
Mhm.
basically, to have this conversation with the UPM or somebody bigger than you, to have that conversation,
Yeah.
or because it will change your relationship and your view with that director, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because I had that happen to me on set, where the director was short with me, and like it like deflated me. I was just like really
Yeah.
it just was like, "All right,
Yeah.
okay, whatever you want to do. Like, I don't care anymore." Literally, you get that. You just feel that way. You
I
feel that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally was on autopilot the rest of
Mhm.
the shoot. It's
Yeah.
funny you mentioned that because I was like, I kind of checked out.
Yeah. I was the same way. I know exactly how you feel.
I mean, it was only 3 hours left of the day, but still,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's
I was like, "Okay,
I'm
whatever.
over it.
I'm
Yeah,
over it." Yes, that's exactly how you feel. Yeah, that's how I felt afterwards, because it's like, well, if I'm the only one who gives a shit, but now you're saying that me giving a shit is making you feel this way, then, like, then I won't give a shit then.
yeah,
It like, why should I care this much about this?
right,
Yeah. It stresses me out less if I don't stress out this much. Yeah.
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 And then the rest of the shoot is just like me just being like, okay, all
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
like as the sole person, the PD
Mhm.
of the shoot, the art director of the shoot,
Yeah.
I had no say in
Yeah.
anything. When
Yeah.
I knew something could look even better,
Better. Yep.
I couldn't do anything, Christine. Like
Yeah.
that was
I
and
get that.
that because my name is on this. Like
Yeah.
I that's so fucking unfair. Like that's unbelievably
Yes.
unfair.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
feel
yeah,
not empowered anymore. You
exactly.
feel like, "What is the point of my job then?"
Right.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
is the part that sucks, is when you are like, then what, why am I even here? Dot dot dot.
Why
Right?
am I here, and why did I think that like we had like a good rapport that I can talk to you in a way that we're you and I are comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I'm the reason why I'm bringing these issues up to you is because I'm trying to make it better for you, because
Yes.
I care about the project, because I care to represent you in the best way possible.
That's what I wanted to say, but
Right.
I was so out of
Yes.
my body and my
I get
soul
that.
that I was
Yes.
like, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I don't know how I fucked up. I don't know what to say.
Yes. No, 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 no. It's hard to say these things in the moment because you have all these external factors coming at you: time, time, stress, um,
Yeah.
other eyes looking at you and everything. But essentially what it boils down to is that I care about my job more, n- even more than that. I care about how I represent myself as my job, because I am proud of the work that I do. And more importantly, I want to represent you because I am proud. I want to make you proud of the work that I do for you, right?
Yes.
And I believe that we have a working relationship where you, you trust me as an artist. Therefore, me caring about these things shows you that
I
I
give a
care
shit.
about the work that I put into this. So the fact that you are shutting me down shows that you don't care about me caring about the work that I'm doing for you. Therefore, why the fuck should I care about it? Right? And
Exactly.
because of that, you just shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand that 100%. And because that literally happened this past week that I was on my set as well.
Are you
And so,
serious?
yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying, is that like the only way to move past that is, unfortunately, it has to happen on a different time, you know,
Yeah.
when you're not in the woods, in the weeds of it. And sometimes you just have to like step away from, sometimes you just need to be like, okay, right now in
Mm-hmm.
this moment is not the time to do it. Right now, I just need to just go with it and just be like, okay, whatever you want. Okay,
Yep.
sure, okay. And just get past it, and whatever you need, yeah, I'll just do it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Emotionally just kind of let it go. And then later on, just when we are not under the pressure, under the gun, bring somebody else that is maybe your superior, or that has your back, and be like, hey, we need to talk. And this is these are the things that I really care about. And the reason why I enjoy working with you are these things, because I really care about my work. And when these things happen, I'm not able to perform at my 100%, which I think you want me to perform at my 100%.
Of course. Yeah.
And, so that you have to give me an environment that allows me to, or else, like, why am I here? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I had to do that. Mine was very much like, hey, you hired me because our schedule is this long. And
Yes.
I feel like I'm the only person on the set that thinks that it's this long.
Yes.
But if there is money in the budget somewhere that I don't know about, and the schedule is actually 30 days long, cool, let me know, because I'm fine operating where it's that long instead, because I don't want to stress out as
No.
well. I would rather operate where the schedule is 20 days and 30 days instead of 14 days.
Yeah.
Please let me know if that's it, because I don't want to make people work faster. I would love to work at this other pace. But if we're going to work at this other place, we all have to be in it together. Like if you don't want that, then like why am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're either in this together or we're not.
Yeah.
I'm not the bad guy. I swear I'm not. So
And because there's no, I mean, no real hierarchy on that shoot, I felt like, my defense is sort of cooked. Like after the shoot, it wasn't like contentious at all,
yeah,
and that was the thing that really messed with my brain, was that like even earlier in that day, we were joking around.
yeah,
We were having fun.
I
In the
know.
morning, we were kind of like cracking it was stressful, and I was like, hey, we're still here, baby. Like
Yeah,
we're struggling, but we're here, and it was fun. And then that situation happened,
that happens, dude.
and I
Though.
was like, whiplash
Yeah,
much.
yeah. It's just stress. Stress brings out the worst in people, and
I
the
think
thing
it does. Yeah.
it stress on sets brings out the worst in people, and what it is you just need to be figure out how to bounce back from it, and you just need to find a time when that's all gone, and you don't let it fester
Mm-hmm.
or bring it out, and the next time just be like, hey dude, I'm sorry if this happened, but these are the things that led up to that. And I just want to let you know that my intention was to do the best work I can for you. But in this moment, these are the things that happened that made my job really difficult, that I couldn't do my job.
Yeah.
Is there a way? Could you explain like what happened? Or like,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm sorry if it may have come off that I gave a weird look or was short or whatever. That wasn't my intention. But like, I can't make these do my job in 5 minutes,
Exactly.
you know? So it
Like, look
is
at my perspective here. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you look my way for just a second, you'll realize that we're, and it's not just my department too.
Right.
There's other Austin people that were like the only people in G&E. There's like only
Yeah.
two people in G&E.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, that's not even nearly enough. Like I remember someone from G&E who's a Austin, you know this person, but they said that like, no, we need like six people, and
Mhm.
it's bad. And
Yeah.
that's how I feel with my department. I'm like, if I had just two people, the set would have been dramatically different,
Yes.
because I would have been like, I knew it would go so much smoother if I had help. And I
Yeah.
did have a PA, but the PA was also pulled in different directions as well,
Mhm.
you know, in
Yeah.
in other departments. So I can only utilize that person for so long.
Yeah. It's always like that though. I think all our problems always is like there's just it's
Not
time and
enough
money.
people
There's not enough
and time,
money, so there's
time
not enough
especially.
time. And unfortunately, when you don't have enough time or money, you need more time. But there's no always enough time, but you need more money, but you usually don't have. So you have the perfect storm. There's not enough time, not enough money to do what you want to do, and so that's where all the problems happen because there's not enough people. So everybody is stressed. When everybody's stressed, this is what
Yeah.
happens, and that's just like the perfect storm
I
of
gotta I gotta tell you something. This
yeah.
definitely, even just talking about this made me so much more fucking better, because I gotta tell you, dog.
Public
The
therapy
last
is our podcast.
This is a public free podcast. I get it now. Oh, I get it
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
So yeah,
Film
I
therapy, everyone. Film
I
therapy.
just like, and it's nice to fucking like, because I know people have probably in some way have gone through this, but to just get that reassurance of like, I
This
don't
happens
think
all
I'm an
the time.
asshole. I
No,
don't
this
I
happens all
like
the time. This
yeah.
happens all the time because it's like it's hard on set. And I understand how you feel because we all care a lot about what we do, right? And it's like it hurts when it feels like you are why are you stressing then, right? You're
Yes.
stressed out because you really give a shit about what you do, and when somebody gives you something that makes it feel like they don't care about what you do, then you're like, then what's the point?
What is yeah.
Yeah. Then why am I stressed out? Why am I stressing out about it if somebody else doesn't care about what I'm doing? right?
Yeah. Or it takes
So,
that one person to be like, relax. Just be like,
right.
oh, you're so right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Assholes.
I
Anyways.
know. But I do think you need to send me the link for Chris because his is coming up soon.
I mean, it's a good place to. I mean, we're at
Yes.
28 right now,
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, I
So
think we should park this.
yes. So
What do we always say? Taking it for landing.
we're
We got to
taking it
take
for
it
a
in.
landing. Yes, because we have a guest coming up.
But you know what time it is, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
it
It's
is.
housekeeping time.
Yes, it is.
GetRealisms.com for your books. Get your books.
Mm-hmm.
Get your baby books. Get your hats. And guess what? Christine and I get these tees like
I'm
these.
not wearing mine today because mine's doing
Oh,
laundry.
well,
I'm doing laundry.
that's funny. Last week I was doing laundry, and now
Yes,
you're doing laundry,
I'm
and it's
doing.
in the wash. But
Yes, but I have my
listen,
hat.
you get your tees like these, ladies and gentlemen. You get your baby books. You get your regular books.
Yes.
GetRealisms.com is the place to be.
Yes, and actually it's November, so it's the holiday season. So we just turned on all of our holiday specials as well. So yes, if you're looking for some holiday specials, all of our what is it called? Black Friday stuff, all that stuff is on right now. So yes, if you're looking for stocking stuffers and all your holiday discounts, those are all on right now. So yeah, go and check it
Check it
out.
out. Are you
Yes.
kidding me?
Heck yeah. So the
All right.
combo deal is the best one. I know because I made it. So yeah. So yeah, I went and did it. Yeah. So it's the Get Reelisms plus the baby book. That's the best one.
And
The best
listen,
deal.
if anybody likes crunching the numbers, it's Christine. And she crunched the numbers, and that's the best deal.
That
She
one's
won't
the
lie to
best
you,
deal.
ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
that one's the best deal.
She don't lie.
Yes.
Well, stick around, ladies and gentlemen. In a couple minutes, we're coming right back with a special guest. So stick around.
Yes. GetRealisms.com, everybody.
GetRealisms.com, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
And then let's end this streams.
Yes.
Thank you,
Perfect.
everyone. And bing, bong.